Fancy this one?
I would make an argument that this is probably the two matches people have been waiting for. This match will inevitably be on highlights.
Well, I'm glad you're getting a chance to run the rule over some of your favourite stars, but favourites for Olympic medals, Dae Hoon will be one of them. H.Mirhashem ranked number 7 on the way into this one.
That's surprising, honestly. I figured he would have been ranked higher.
Well, this, of course, in the latest rankings. I'm going to refresh that. Ranked 5. That's the latest rankings. So you were right. So he's up in there, literally based on today's computations. He's put himself into that.
Good for him.
Prime position, yeah, absolutely.
Well deserved, yeah.
So here they go. The calm before the storm. Dae Hoon in blue, H.Mirhashem from Iran, the taller of the two, in red. Stands at 1m91. Dae Hoon at 1m83. But the key stats will be the points on the board. Good punch on the way through, good counter.
Yeah, amazing counter for the 2-1 to go up 2-1. Iran. Dynamite punch by Dae Hoon. That one looked like that hurt.
As you say, and that will hurt as well. The gams are given for the momentary stumble. You know, the only danger with this one, you and I are trying to look at computations, who could score, who could do this, thinking of tactical things. But sometimes when a great match breaks out, you just end up sitting watching it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a hard one to keep up with, especially because, for example, Dae Hoon usually clears about 40 kicks a round. That's 120 kicks a match. That's an unreal rate. And so, oh, yep, that's a
good punch.
Yeah, good punch. Definitely should have scored that. I like that.
Not so far away with the headshot either there from Dae Hoon. And you mentioned the prodigious kick rate from the Korean. His ability to control his breathing is what he credits it to. He says that most fighters, they kia, they shout when they kick. He says, I just take my time, put my foot on the protector. It's just like kicking the pads. That's his mindset. Easier said than done, of course. H.Mirhashem brings that intensity, a little twisting kick as well.
Yeah, that's a scary one because there's almost no difference between the cut and that twist. It just comes so fast.
Nice stuff there. Handshake. People underestimate the toughness of Dae Hoon. That was a clear whack to the leg there. Just walks it off. What footwork and movement to avoid that.
Yeah, to avoid both of those kicks, not just the one. It's 4-1 with about 3 seconds left going into the break. Yeah, both men absolutely fine with taking a longer break. Both coaches standing up clapping because everybody in this room knows that this is probably one of the best matches you're going to see.
No question, and to follow, as we've seen Paige McPherson and Ruth Bagby bringing it with variety, with skill, with intelligence, and the men just bringing the same heat here in the 68s. It's almost like watching a computer game version of it.
Yeah. It's and in fairness, we haven't seen a single boring match all night. Everybody's really brought the heat. And
some boring commentary though.
Yeah, that's fair.
I do apologize for that.
Oh no, in fairness, you don't have to apologize. You had to leave, so I mean, I had to talk for 6 minutes by 4.5 minutes by myself.
I think what you said was, would you leave because you're so boring? I think that's what you said. That's what you wrote down on my research. Yeah. But copious research given by both coaching teams give way to game plans who can execute as we go down the stretch on this marathon day here in Moscow. Dae Hoon, for so long the leading light in the division, but he's facing the man in the lead at the moment from the Islamic Republic of Iran. H.Mirhashem has the poise and has the points, but for how long?
Dae Hoon trying a little bit of Chinese tactics there.
Anything you can do.
No, I like that. I like the adjustment. It's got to be a curveball for sure.
Back right turning kick, bit of a block there with the leg from H.Mirhashem. Cancel kick, but couldn't cancel that one.
There it is. It's just like the back kick we saw earlier. That chest guard opened up, and those are the easy points for sure. And you can't make that mistake against either of these players.
Power on that shot there for all to see. Good punch.
That's a big punch. That's a good score too. turned over. That's exactly what the judges are looking for.
Power plus precision puts Hosseini into the lead. The twisting kick again. The twist in with a shout. And it's been the Iranian on song so far. Good footwork from both men, trying to create a little opportunity for a counter there. Dae Hoon, good punch on the way through from the Iranian.
Tons of registrations too. This match could easily be 16-16 at this point.
At 6-3 it is with 30 to go. High scoring it has not been, but high intensity it most certainly has. Fakes the twisting kick this time, sets it up.
Yep, that's a big one. He caught Dae Hoon with his leg, hold up in the air. Starting to snowball a little bit. There's only 12 seconds left. Hosseini up 10-3 on some excellent footwork and even crazier front leg work.
As you say, the crazy front leg works, and it's been working well. There's a good response from Dae Hoon, keeping himself in the conversation as they go back for conversations with their coaches. The happier of the two, I'm sure.
Well,
Team Iran.
I think we've actually been in this situation before. If I remember right, when they fought in Rome, it was relatively low scoring, and at the end of the match, it was like 35-33 or something. Right. So we still have the potential for a crazy amount, a whole tournament's worth of points for most people to be scored in this third round alone.
That's a great way of putting it, a tournament's worth of points. And that is, you mentioned it before, the kick rate, and the kick rate has not been there from Dae Hoon because of the management from Hosseini.
Very surprising. I think it goes back to what we talked about. He's fighting 4 and 5 extremely elite level matches every month, and it's just exhausting at the end of the day.
It's funny you said that. I had a little conversation with him in the last Grand Prix, just in the elevator on the way down, and he was saying that I'm taking my time for Tokyo. He said I worked too hard before the last Olympics, didn't get what I wanted, so he's deciding just to, you know, struggle along with being the #1 fighter in the world.
Yeah, by a lot.
Exactly. More combined. There's the power punch plus the Kia showing some emotion.
Quality punch, and just like that, he's back in it with now a 1-point game. Two punches, one body shot makes this 10-9 with a minute and 43 to go.
Well, you did call it, Stephen. Of course, Stephen Lambden, analyst for this evening, co-commentator extraordinaire. There's the block kick. Gamjon has a little look at his coach, and the coach says, no, just take it.
Nope, we're going to go ahead and card it. I think that's a risky card, especially considering how close this match is just going to be. This will come down to the last 5 seconds like it always does, and you don't want to lose your card on something that's a risk. Have to check the video replay here, but I thought that was a fair call.
Yeah, the only conversation that happened was the player asked for it, the coach said no.
Right.
The player asked for it again.
Peer pressure.
Exactly.
Peer pressure.
Peer pressure and pure pressure now on both men, but two men for the big occasion. And as you rightly said, Stephen, just with her probably there, just blocking with the knee is the call. Let's have a look.
Not the greatest angle.
No, it's tough for the video review juror in this position. There's another angle from which to see.
Yeah, it's debatable. There's that replay again, celebrating. Dae Hoon, usually ever so stoic. You can't help but celebrate that because he knows he probably just won Kick of the Year and got into a final at the Grand Prix final.
And what a final way to finish. A big shot, back leg to the head. The man from Iran left scrambling from his head guard. Gave a lovely round of applause. The reason for that, Dae Hoon, absolutely elated. Into the final he goes. Think he enjoyed that one?